everyone, let's have some fun with a fairy flower pour in my bubble edge mold from Julie Cuts Pouring Your Heart Out's eBay store. I'm using craft resin. It's a 1-to-1 low viscosity resin. I've mixed up 9 ounces and then I divided amongst these 7 cups. 2 of the cups I put a little bit less in. This cup I use Let's Resin Chameleon Powder Grape, and it's about 1 ounce, and I mixed a scoop of that in there. And then in my other cup, where I just used about 1 ounce, I put Let's Resin Pigment Purple, and then a tiny bit of this Ocean White. And I'll show you why I did those cups just a little less as the other ones. And you could see that this is mixed with the Ocean White. All right, so in my other cups, in this cup, I mixed 7 drops of Let's Resin Pigment Pink. In this cup, I also did 7 drops of the Purplish Red, and I am using Let's Resin Pigments. Next cup, 7 drops of the Golden Yellow. And then in this cup, I did actually 9 drops of this fluorescent green. It takes a little bit more for this fluorescent green, I feel, to color at all. I wanted a pale color, but it did need to have some color. In this cup, I did probably over a pea-sized drop of the Let's Resin Ocean White. And this is going to be my white for my fairy flower combined with this purple. All right, so let's start our pour. I'm actually going to go ahead and get my piping bag ready. Now, I didn't wait for the resin to warm up, so it will be kind of loose. It won't be thick. So when I drop in my white, I'm going to have to move fairly quickly. So I'm just going to alternate a pour into this cup with my purple and my white. And that's only because I just wanted a little extra color in my white. And that's why I put a little white in the purple too, because I do need it to be sort of heavy so that it does fall to the bottom of the mold to create my flower. And pour out the rest of that. Oops, I dropped a drop in the mold. We'll go ahead and get that out. All right, and I'm really hoping I mixed enough of this. Let's see if we got any more purple in here. I'm going to do dotting and a couple of circles. So hopefully I have enough of it. Just getting that spot out of there. Also trying to, if you just wipe the mold with the baby wipe, sometimes you get some splotches. So I do try to dry it. I just don't have a paper towel on hand. All right, so let's do what I'm going to do for my pour. And I'm going to use the pink first. And I'm going to pour this in the center. Now I'm going to use the mica powder, and I'm going to pour this 2 places. I'm going to pour it around the edge. And you see I'm actually on the edge. And I'm doing that because I want the mica powder color on the edge. And the rest I'm just going to pour right in the center. Next, I'm going to do my purplish red. And then my golden yellow. And I did pick a bunch of colors, and I'm trying to pull as much color as I want or as I can get out. The colors, of course, will mix and make other colors. Like that's the yellow and the purplish red, but it looks orange. All right, so now I'm gonna start with my purpley white. It looks like it should be enough to do what I want. Give it a snip at the end. And this, I'm going to start with that spiral I mentioned. Or circles, I think I said, around the edge. Then I'm going to do one right inside the mica powder. So one was in the mica powder and the other one is in between the mica and the colors. And then I'm going to start dotting in the center. These are going to be shoved together, so I'm not going to do them real close together. They're going to all go together anyway. Because I'm going to do my push pour next. And I'm just doing this until it meets that outer mica powder white edge. And you can see I'm right there already. All right. Now I'm going to take some of my green and give it a bit of pour into the center. And I'm going to save just a little bit for my second push. I'm going to go back in and do my dotting again, this time a little bit closer. When I talk about blooms not wanting your first layer of resin in the mold to be too thick, it's sort of this concept. When it's thick like that, the white falls right through. And that's why you get blobbies if you have too much resin in the bottom of your bloom. I'm going to keep going this time. This is quite a big mold, so I will let you know in the video how to speed up past this part. I don't need as much around the edge because I do have that white I already put in. So these dots are a little more spaced out. All right, those are in. And then our push again. And then our last little bit of dotting. Gotta move quick though, because I want it started right here. This is really guessing where the circle is now because it's closing in on me. All right. And last but not least, I have some bits and bobs, but I don't know that I picked the right color for all this. Let me just get up real quick and go look and see what else I have. All right, I think these will work. I'm gonna take a little scoop and I'm gonna shove them into what I think is the center. Stand up again and take a little peek, maybe a little this way. All right, that looks about it. I do have room in the mold, and it's because I only used 9 ounces of resin. I really didn't want to fill it all the way. I may come back and just add a back to it. I don't know yet. If I do, it'll be a solid color back. You guys won't need to come back with me, but we'll come back to demold. All right, we're back. It's still a wee bit soft, but I'm dying to look at it. I think this side is super cool. So hopefully we got something really cool. Gotta peel it from the bubbles. All right, put the mold down. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. That is actually really cool. It almost looks like there's a bloom behind it. It's super cool. I love it. Like, really love it. This is just really cool. I may do another pour just like this to see if I can get some other colors and maybe a little more in the center. What do you think?